My god, this is a mess. There's no other word to say it, or there's no other words to say it nicely. I created a terrible mess here in the nether. Was it worth it? Probably, because, man, oh man, I pushed myself hard, and we're almost done, and probably will finish everything today here in the nether when it comes to decorating. Oh yeah. So guys, oh my god, we got the gas sounds again. Okay, I'm taking the risk. Music sounds, hostile creatures off. So guys, yesterday I worked on this, I don't know, 12 hours. Pushed myself really hard before my vacation is coming, so you guys have some decent content going. And we made serious progress here. That was the goal. So pretty much I showed you all of this already, right? The trippy cat with the dense forest, and then now the NHO jungle, which is now perfected. I spent about 12 more hours here and therefore had enough time for vines to grow and limit their growth, and now every single vine that is placed in this is there for a reason. No vine in there is not supposed to be there. So that's really cool. Or is there? This one here. There might still need some vine control, but after 12 hours constantly being here, this is how it looks, and that is a huge step forward. And then we pretty much started work, and I did this in a 12-hour live stream. I did because I wanted to. I wanted to finish this. We transition into the what you may call it, savanna. Right, a savanna with the typical acacia trees, and we added 2 more of our mini hermits to the scenery before we look at this. Here is Tinfoil Chef, and the idea with Tinfoil was he would come out of the ground, poke in, and be like, what the heck's going on here? Okay, I'm going down back into my bunker. That is kind of the idea here. While Zedaf messed with the wrong mobs, I guess he aggroed this llama here, and it will infinitely spit at him. And this now will of course bring out the big and age-old question. Doc Ross, how did you make that llama spit at Zedaf down in the nether like that? Yeah, you'll never find out. So, then we go over into the Mesa. So we created a very nice transition here, right? Bringing up the hill slightly. I love how the transition turned out. And then into the massive Mesa plateau-like area here. We've included some mine shafts that are a thing now in the Mesa. We also show some gold in there. We have rails, right? Even a minecart in there, and this one is being investigated by our good friend Tango, who's in there, and we picked this spot for Tango and Impulse together as they are good friends, and the gold farming and stuff is a little bit of a thing, and we made the reference to the gold here in these amazing Mesa structures, right? And then of course we also needed to have an animal in there. So here we have the llama, here we have the skeletal horse. That's one of the skeletal horses I had, and we trapped it up in there with some clever fence post placement and so on, and it looks like it's kind of a half off broken mine shaft. That's what you observe quite a lot in these Mesa biomes. Then we pretty the place up. We have stones here using the red acacia buttons, right? Some slabs and then some variations in the ground here, just to make sure we have the same level of detail and love in these areas as we have on the other side. And I think we succeeded with that so far really, really well. So this is the scene with Tango and Impulse and their skeletal horse. And Impulse's scene here is pretty much him sneaking up. He has a saddle in his hand, and he's sneaking up to the skeletal horse and, you know, trying to maybe get it tamed or whatever, but he's unsure if it's a charged one and might go off. And you can literally see we turned his head a little bit. It's all these fine little details that, you know, we are rumbling by here in our loud piston bolt, and he's looking over at us and is like, "Shh! I'm trying to tame a horse here." You know, that's kind of the idea. So yeah, that's their scene. And then our next biome we started to work on, which is pretty much almost finished. We need to figure out a cool backdraft for all of this, is the desert area. And of course, in the desert there needed to be green, and there needs to be Mambo, right? Sahara is coming. We got Iskal already over there. Where was he? Iskal was already in the ice biome with his buddy Ren. This friendship goes back longer than the Sahara stuff. This is business. This is true friendship. So, yeah, we have Grian there, and we know Grian is a little troll, literally. So we made him flying here, and he's holding a trident and is kind of swooping in on his unsuspecting spoon friend Mambo, which is just chilling here, being clueless what's going on as usual, and building a sandcastle. And here he has his little sand bucket and his shovel, and he's just chilling there, sitting. And yeah, he already managed to make a little castle, and as clueless as he is, he even put a Team Star banner on top of it. So yeah, that's Mambo's job here. And then there is another person here in this little diorama for this scene. I wonder who this could be and what they're doing. Who knows? Anyways, as this third person here is not related to anybody of these two here, it's just random, but we wanted to have him somewhere, right? Little poultry man. Oh yeah. It's nothing to do with green at all. Yeah, and that brings us pretty much to the last bit here, which is the beach we wanted to put Zizuma on. And we went through a list of hermits, and we picked the active ones and, you know, random ones. I mean, Ijevin is Ijevin and Zizuma. Those are the two ones of the real kind of active ones I displayed here. I don't want to discriminate any hermit. It was really hard to figure out who to put where, and hopefully we didn't forget somebody you love very much, and I'm sorry then, but at some point there needed to be a cut, and we can only fill in so much. But I think Ijevin and Zizuma would be a good match here, and we want to have turtles at this beach. Yeah, well, because this is a beach pretty much, right? So first things first, I wanted to have a fairly decent chunk of ocean up in front, and we're gonna do that and try to create a water area here again, but I rather want to go for light blue instead of the really strong dark blue stuff here, because yeah, I mean, pretty much warmer water also should look a little bit different in Minecraft. So we're gonna try to use lighter blue wool here to start doing that. And yeah, I guess we get going with that. And yeah, the craziness from the beginning. I mean, these are all the chests that collected up, right? Many of them are my basic standard shulker boxes I will be carrying around here in my chest, but there's quite a bunch of new and tons of chests with building material that sit around and so on. So all of this, when I'm done with this project here, needs to be sorted out, sorted in, organized, and be brought back to somewhere I can properly use it, because by now this is starting to get really Scar-like. Anyways, first things first, we wanna try to simulate some more water. That means we're gonna try to get some light blue glass and light blue wool and start to set this up, and it should look pretty decent. The flying green here, by the way, is comprised out of, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 individual armor stands. It is not trivial to, you know, have an armor stand sideways. You cannot really do that, so I had to stitch that together out of several ones, and then even simulate arms with levers here. You can see that, because the arms would be invisible in a configuration like that to be able to make the flying. And then of course we had two banners here being held in place as the elytra wings on top, and of course the trident. So several armor stands compose this flying green here. It's the most tricky figurine of all to make. And yeah, for the water, I've been using the wool trick. So yeah, got a lot of light blue wool here. And yeah, the water surface, let me see how deep. So the surface drops down one, and then we want to have at least a layer of wool. So let's see, yeah, which this height here should be wool then. And then we fill that all in. I bought some nice light blue wool over at X's shop, right? And we fill that all in, and then we put a layer of light blue glass on top, and then we simulate the ocean here. So yeah, let me fill that all in. And I also always made sure, like for example here with the sand, right? The sand will be on top here. So here I moved back. Right, we need to do this like this. That far always, and then I would put glass and then the sand on top to kind of make it look nice. And here, this area now needs to be, all of these need to be gone and be replaced with wool kind of sideways, or making out the side structure of things. And then we need to put that back here, 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 and then now the glass on there and put more sand on. So I'm cooking up some glass. It looks like Wells is giving up for this season. Didn't we have some light blue glass already? Yeah, I'm cooking some here. I don't see him coming back. So in the last meeting, I actually asked Concorp if they are willing to take over the glass business, because you know the doctor needs himself some glass, you know. And then we have it like this. And why am I out of sand now? Makes no sense. So yeah, let's do it like this, right? Chip, chip, chip. So now it looks deep, and you cannot see the kind of really see the wool on the sides. So it's always a bit of an overlap. So yeah, that's the goal at the moment. I'm gonna create this whole stretch of water here, and I also thought about how we're gonna present iJavin, and I think it's gonna be cool if iJavin sits in a little boat out here. In this ocean, right? And X will be chilling on a sunbed, taking in some beach time. I think that will work out fairly well. Wait, let me switch. I'm always want to work with Silk Touch here, so quartz gets collected properly. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do now for the water here. Get that installed, and I think the color is nice for it. It's a nice, bright, beachy color. Well, making the laying down Zizuma will be as challenging as the flying green. It's pretty much just the other way around, and the problem is with that, you can see the legs will always kind of stay in place. But yeah, I think we can hide the legs nicely in the sunbed. So first of all, we need to apply no gravity, and we need to show the arms for sure. You know, sun tanning, that looks good. And let's yeah, maybe so you guys can better see it, I made some of the armor bits already we're gonna need. Here need to get some more leather, but yeah, you know, Zizuma laying in the sun. Maybe we need to raise his head a tiny little bit, so we would do, in this case it's a head minus, to bring it up a bit like that. Maybe one more tick. We kind of want to see his face. So hop, like that. Yeah, and X is gonna chill in his beach chair there. Boom, you know, close. And now we need to make him into a mini hermit. So style settings, small stand, yes. And there he is. And now we need to lay him down on the bed. So that means we need to go into minus X direction. And just scoot them in there, and then we can hide his legs. And then we use a second armor stand with the body bent down and the legs bent up, and try to hide the body. We can also make it invisible, so that should be cool. So let's bring him over a tiny bit more, 2 steps like that maybe. Oh, probably was -3 and then a +1. Yeah, okay, it was a +8 movement. Slowly but surely getting it. And now we need to do, wait, what is the minus X direction? Okay, we need to go into plus X direction. Nudge position plus X plus 8. What? No, wait. Why was it? No, it's Z plus Z. Yeah. And it's minus. So yeah, I'm I'm really not getting better at this. This is always quite finicky, but I think, and now we're getting the X into the position we wanted to. Yes, chilling on his sunbed like that, right? And now we just need to use a second armor stand here to simulate his legs a bit, but I think we can get that done. As you can see with this abomination here, it is quite tricky to stitch together our little hermit guys properly, but I think we made a good Zizuma here. Let me quickly see. Yeah. Style settings, stand visible, nope. There we go. It's a nicely laying down Zizuma white. We can see the waistline of the other armor stand here a tiny little bit, but that's alright, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's cool. Okay, and now we do a good old lock. Lock in place. So I kind of tried to give him his colors of his armor, right? Bleached out greenish stuff, the original Zizuma skin look. And he holds a melon in his hand, which can be represented as a little beach ball, and he's about to get up and play. Or maybe it's one of these cool drinks you get when you're in a vacation resort that comes right in the fruit, you know. And then, of course, the little sunscreen there. And yeah, that's our eggs chilling out. Of course, we will have some small decorative aspects around it. Just want to lay out the base positioning. And yeah, for Javin, I thought he could be in a boat here. So let's quickly grab one. This is one of the llamas. I don't know what to do with it yet. Yeah, you can see if you, as I showed you in the beginning, the body doesn't stick with the legs, which is bad and good at one point. I guess we have the better system now, as we can kind of stitch them together like this. Everything is possible, but it would sure be easier. I don't know if the legs kind of were attached to the body actually, and it would not turn into this crazy abomination. So let's give him a nice boat here. Maybe a spruce boat, a nice dark boat. Javin has a blue head, so he would pop out. Yeah, let's put the boat there. Boat real quick. Okay, and then, yeah, Javin would sail about there, right? Maybe here and there he will get some company by pigmen wandering in there. But, you know, he'd probably be here in the boat and paddling about a bit as a mini hermit. And I think that will be a nice scenery. Cool. Did I buy Javin's head already as well? I thought I had, but I'm not quite sure. And this is kind of his colors, but I don't think I bought him yet. So, okay, I have to get Javin. As the last head, we put him in place, and then we start decorating the place. And of course, you can see lighting needs to be done still, right? All the other mini hermits are in a bit of a spotlight here. And yeah, the rest is dark, or a little bit less lit up. Okay, so anyways, let me go to the statue of Hermity, buy some heads, right, and yeah, get Javin going. Sweet. Alright, Javin is there, but you know, already has company. Cannot really see him right now because, yeah, pigmen immediately get into the boat. That's just a thing, I guess. Poor Javin. I don't know if I can prevent, you know, I cannot prevent all pigmen spawn in here and so on. But yeah, they became quite rare. I mean, it's not happening that much. But here in the sand area, you know, I'm about to dog Ross it up a bit more. But we have limits of what we can do decoration wise here, because there's only so many elements. But you know, I created this cliff side in the back now, and yeah, threw in some cobble, some andesite, and some stone buttons to simulate little stones, pebble falling off, some, you know, a little bit of fence or walls there. And now, yeah, want to make a transition into the beach area here. Here is gonna be the turtles. I need to figure out a way how to lock them in place. Might have an idea for that. And yeah, sadly, I was thinking a cool decorative element around the beach here would of course be turtle eggs, right? Would look really, really cool. But problem is this. Of course, pigmen are of the zombie class, right? In Minecraft, pretty much they're just reskinned zombies. They behave the same way, and they really don't like eggs. As you can see, 4 of them, and if they were not stuck in the boat, they would have come too. So yeah, having the eggs down here will be a bit tricky. If you have a good idea, I mean, the point is if they don't have a line of sight to the egg, they will not attack it. But I cannot think of a good way to break their line of sight and still make it visible for us. And then we have to consider the baby, pigman too. So one high gap to protect the eggs, to build a little cave for them is also not really an option. So one bit I like to do with these sandy areas here, let's see if I can snatch some birch a little bit. Yeah, let's put the other wood back. So it's always nice to break up everything with a few stones pretty much, and the birch. That works really well here in the beach area. I extended the water here as well. It's kind of surrounded a little bit almost. I was thinking maybe a coconut tree here somewhere. Maybe here in the backdraft right there, hanging over. So I'll try my luck with that one and see if we can make a halfway decent looking coconut tree that fits to scale here. That's always a bit of a limit. We have a light source here hidden behind the sleeping Zizuma. Okay, let's get one here, and then maybe also a few on the outskirts there, maybe here in between. Alright, and that makes things already a bit more lively. And as a good decoration though, as we cannot have the eggs, I was thinking maybe we can use armor stands with some nautilus shell trickery. From the drowned farm I have quite a bunch of nautilus. So maybe, if we use an armor stand and let it hold it, we can have some nautilus shells in a nice position. Let's try that out. I got my book on me. So we could try to put one here on the beach pretty much. So we just take an armor stand and give it the command to show arms, and then it has this nice little thing now in the updated thing. You can tell it to hold an item, right? And that would bring an item in a very perfect 90-degree straight position. So here, let's give the guy the nautilus shell, right? And now we can actually position that super nicely on the beach. We could go ahead and then just pick 45 degree here, and then we tell it to move the arm up. It's like this, boom, and one more time, right? And now we have a perfect 90-degree angle. And now we just go ahead, turn off gravity, apply gravity no, and then we just go ahead and sink the thing into the ground. Let's see how it looks. It could be that it loses its lighting. It should suck, but we will see. It depends. Maybe we have to then do it the other way. We can also put the arm down. Actually, that would be the better solution. Wait, let me quickly change that. Let's put the arm down. Yeah, another cool add-on to the book here is that you can now mirror limbs pretty much. So I can mirror the arms. I'm gonna mirror the left arm to the right. So plonk, and instantly we have the nautilus shell down. So now let's try again. Down, and let's give it a 3 down. Up a little bit more. 1 down. Up, we didn't catch it. Hopefully we didn't mess with Javin now. Maybe. He should be locked though, so should be cool. Yeah, that puts the nautilus shell nicely on there. Now we can go ahead, whatever, rotate it a little bit, maybe put it here, and then we just say armor stand visible, no. and we lock it. Boom. And there we go. We got a little nice nautilus shell here on the beach. You know, we maybe gonna to put another one here or so, like spread them out a little bit. And now there's another cool thing with the book. Before we lock this guy, let's unlock him again. And now I can, oops, do a check target on him. We got him. Okay, and now I can actually say copy, right? And now, if we take a new armor stand now, let's say here, and we check for target to see if we got the right one. Yes, we did. And then now we can actually say paste. Boom. And now all the settings are applied. It's invisible. Wait, show stand, not make it invisible. Oh, it got locked. No, wait. Stand visible. Oh, I always mix it around. It's not invisible. Visible. Ah. Okay, and now he's here holding our nautilus shell nicely. And yeah, now we can just move him down again. So it was this, a -3 and a -1. We could maybe even do another -1, to be honest here. Let's quickly check. Oh yeah, that affected this one now. Okay, yeah, but that looks a bit better. It's kind of imprinted into the... Are we getting anything here? Yeah. Yeah, I think it sits well now. Okay, now we do as invisible, no, and we do the lock. Lock, and now I think we can have this one. This is not locked yet. Yeah, and lock. Sweet, and then there's some nice nautilus shells here on the beach. That looks pretty snazzy and cool. There's a little bit of a decorative piece here around the beach. But yeah, I will maybe fiddle around with it a little bit. I'll try to get the turtles. We should have some close to the war area. Actually, there is where we are breeding some. And then I need to think, how can we lock them in place? It'd be nice to have them sitting about here. I mean, if one is here... I mean, we used a nice trick over there where the llama is, to keep that in place actually. The infinitely spinning llama. Can you see it? No. Here is a glass pane right there. Invisible glass pane. And yeah, I don't think we would be able to see it if we use some of those to lock the turtles in place. So let me get my leads. And let's try to get 2 turtles down in here. I should probably also make sure to name him, just to be 100% sure. Although they're friendly mobs, they're not despawning. They're persistent. We don't need to name him. Okay, where did I put my leads? This is always the big search for the leads. I have him on me actually. Unreal. Okay, yeah. Let me get those sweet turtle babies in here. Oh yeah, these guys will not go away. I try to unload the area. They will be in there for a while now. We'll never see iJavin. Oh man, I might have to do something about the boat. Maybe try to mimic a boat somehow or so, but this is ridiculous. I mean, whatever, they will not always be here. But yeah, I think we can call this. The backdraft is done now. I managed to find a nice way to trap the turtle there. Some secret glass panes. It has a bit of wiggle room, so it looks alive and moves about. Doesn't look like some stuffed animal. And yeah, then we have a little bit of a palm tree here that looks fairly decent, I would say. I mean, yeah, we have scale limits here, height limits with the ceiling and so on, but it looks like a palm tree in my book. And yeah, Zizuma there and a nice transition. Added a few more bits and pieces there. And yeah, it's like this Bob Ross-like process, then you sometimes step back and you go like, This section here might need a little bit of love, just some more details, and voila, it already flows better. You know, stuff like that here. We maybe want to introduce a little bit of a transition like that going up to the rock. And that's, I would say, the time to finally call this project. We are done with the decorations. Unbelievable. Wow. I can't believe it. There's like, I don't know, 60 hours of work in there, or even more. I don't even know. It's mental. But every little bit was worth it. So now we can actually start to finish the piston bolt here. And yeah, do the decorative side things here. I thought I'm gonna use half slabs here along the way to make it look cool. And then yeah, we need the piston bolt itself will be spawn proof, and then we just need to spawn proof a few areas here. And then of course comes the ceiling as a big part as well. Well, anyways, guys, that concludes this bit of the project, which is really cool. But what is not concluded, of course, is the investigation. We are still hunting the jangler, and it seems he left us another hint. So let's go.
Well, hello, boys.
Hello, Sherlock.
What's up,
So this is our
Holmes?
first. This is like our second meeting on this case. And how has your investigation been going?
Well, it didn't go too well.
You know
No,
what,
no,
yeah,
don't
both
run
of y'all.
from her. She might lead us in a trap. What?
Doxin! I've
What?
been murdered.
Right now, I don't want to say I saw this coming, but
And for future reference, we're never gonna question or ask her anything again, because whenever
Yeah.
we come close to her, she kills us. So
Yeah.
nope,
Yeah,
not
I-
happening.
that's a good idea. Well, as we know, the jangler has struck again, so we've got a new lead. He's actually left a couple of signs right here. It says "best lamp ever," which is, I'm flattered, jangler. Thank you. To be honest, this is one of my favorite design tricks with the lamp. Anyway, let's see what the jangler has to say. Best lamp ever, jangler.
That is a snazzy lamp. Too bad there's no light coming out of it, though.
Yeah, and yeah, he just left the one sign. But let's have a look. Oh, hey, boys and dog.
The dog again. Why?
Because you're Scooby Doo. I see you are on my trail, Sherlock. Oh. This is
Ooh.
a silly game you will surely lose, as I'm putting down roots on the server with my own shop to spread good deeds.
Huh. Sherlock, Dox and I've made a discovery, I think.
Yeah? The
that-
iron shop?
Those flames up there, I've never seen those flames up there before.
That looks like, yeah, that might be what we're looking for.
Really?
Yeah, I've not seen that shop.
Let's go and have a look. You guys have ender pearls, I have to fly.
Wow.
Haha!
What is...
Graceful. I'm graceful.
Yeah, this is definitely...
Jangler shop.
Ah,
Right, yeah,
There we go.
okay.
yeah.
There's
my
nothing
God.
in here that says that it would be in the mall, though. So it took us it took us a while to find this. To be fair,
Yeah.
all right. There's nothing in here apart from So he's laid down a shop. Let's go and have a look inside, shall we?
I don't trust it.
Whoa!
There's wheat, biscuits, and coffee out
Oh
here.
my God! Look at this.
Whoa!
Whoa.
What?
Oh my God! It's an oven. It's an oven with cookies in.
No
What?
way.
Whoa,
This
that's
is amazing.
awesome.
Ah!
What happened? Oh, a
Nothing.
skeleton. Okay. Oh my God!
Um,
This is.
Okay.
Well, this is amazing.
There's a cookie drying rack over here. Oh,
Where?
man, these look tasty.
Oh, baking trays.
This is amazing, man.
yeah,
this-
this
yeah,
is quite
this-
magnificent, really. The cookie's got a jester hat on it
Yeah,
also.
what's that? I was just like, huh? That's a jester
That's
hat.
glorious. Huh.
All right, should we? Let's go and read it. Let's stop admiring
Alright.
the work and let's
Okay,
go
okay,
and read
yeah.
it, shall we?
All right.
Okay. Go on then. You guys. You go ahead. You go ahead.
All right. Would you like the jangler to prank someone? Order now. Place an
Oh.
order here for a bad deed. Place an order here for a good deed.
Oh.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'm all for pranks, man. Pranks is cool.
So would you like the Jangler to prank someone? Well,
oh.
yes.
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, his pranks are
Yes.
glorious. You know, come to my base and build me a cookie factory.
There's
I'll
clearly
take it.
some redstone going on here as well, by the way. It's like very much not hidden.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Very much not hidden. Anyway, let's go and have a look, shall we?
That's
What-
a well-spotted clue over there.
I'm gonna go for. Did I go for a bad deed? The Jangler only does good.
Oh,
silly.
I've fallen into a pit. Okay. No, okay. All right.
What
Help.
happened?
Hello,
Uh,
boys. Can I get some
survived.
help, please?
I was on the only. No,
I'm sorry, Doug.
dude, that's
I.
um.
No, my bad, dude. My bad, dude. There's 2 books in there. I went to get the second book.
I survived the first one.
Doc, so this might be a good opportunity to listen to one of my pitches. So it looks like you just died. Would you be interested in purchasing
Wait a minute,
digi-
man. The timer is running. What are you on about? Yes, I'll take it. How much?
There's 3 stacks of diamonds.
What? 3 stacks of diamonds?
Dude, there's a lot of stuff in here. You know, you don't want to miss this bargain of the century.
Dude,
Is this the pain to do not? I've died.
Your stuff
box?
is going to despawn. Why don't you just buy a new box? You know, there's 3 stacks of diamonds. It's a bargain. I'm telling you, there's hours of work in this box. There's
Dude.
hours of work.
This is the most aggressive marketing I've ever seen. Like we
Yes.
don't have a choice.
You either jump down there and get your stuff, or you buy one of my boxes.
Doc,
wait.
dude, get
Why
the
would
stuff.
anyone buy my box?
Our stuff is gone.
No,
Rip.
Yeah. Oh no.
no.
It's floating here.
I'm gonna
Get
help
it,
you.
Doc. Get it.
I'm gonna
Doc.
help you.
Oh my god.
Oh, Doc's in.
I have no idea where
Oh
it
my
is.
God, I made it. Oh, okay, so I got some stuff. It's a bargain. This is hours of work, hours of enchanting. There's an elytra, trident, the works. This is 75 plus hours put in.
Doctor's hammer. It is my I need that trident.
I don't have it.
You don't have it?
No, I think it might have despawned.
Oh, this is awkward.
Oh no, it's April Fool's.
I hate you.
All right, okay, so let's spend 5 minutes just divvying up the stuff, okay? Right, so who's got a spoon?
Moi.
Flippers.
Moi. Yes, this is going
Holy
good.
diver.
Yes.
Excavator.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Ren, this isn't looking good for Ren.
Yes.
Ender swiper.
Yes. Yes. Come on.
Dogatello's dome.
Yes, please.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
A fang one.
Yes. Yes.
Gold digger.
Yes. Oh,
Trident.
baby.
That must be you. No wait, is that mine?
Yeah, that's yours.
Yeah, that's mine. Bat wings.
Mine.
Oh, yours. I know this is yours. Wing of the dog.
Yep. Yep.
Lederhosen. That's got to be you.
Yes.
Yep.
Feather boots of the dog. There we go. Mushroom chopper.
Yes, please.
The names of your items, dude.
Right. That's mine. That's mine. Silkwork gym. That must be yours.
Yeah. Yes. Hello, Silkworm. Hi.
And then ender pearls, an ender chest, and I'm afraid that's it, guys. So what have we lost? What's the damage?
I got everything. I think.
I.
Would you like to buy a Did You Die box? Well, we got jangled good, but can I have that back? Don't make me kill you for it. Thank you.
So we
Alright.
tried the bad one.
Yeah, so this is what happens if you do the good one. You get loads of fireworks.
Oh wow, that's awesome! You get a bit of firework action.
I can't
Nice.
believe how we got jangled. Alright, I'm gonna cover up this hole, even though there's nothing down there anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, Right, so should we read the bad deed books first? I haven't even had a chance.
Okay.
Right. Oh, it's an empty book. Oh, they're all empty. Oh, no, yeah, that's the one we've already read. Yep, they're empty books. Great.
Good. Well, I feel sufficiently jangled. I mean, I feel if jangled is a verb, I have been
Yeah,
jangled.
you've been thoroughly jangled.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, right. So let's have a look at the good books, shall we?
Well, I think those are for the orders, right? You put your orders
Oh,
in the
yeah,
books.
they're the orders. Oh, so they're all empty.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm assuming this is actually not. Yeah.
Right.
Don't.
I'm sorry. Like it happens every time we open the chest. Just don't stand there.
Okay.
Whoever did that is no redstone master. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Man.
Pretty janky, really. It's. I mean, the cookies are great, but.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot on show.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, what's the plan? I think we've now got to get one over on the jangler.
Yeah.
I don't think we can chase him like this, because otherwise you two are gonna. Actually, no, we could keep going because I need to sell more Digi-Die boxes.
Come on, man.
I have a vendetta right now that needs resolution.
Okay, so why don't we try and set a trap for the jangler
Okay.
and see if we can catch him in the act or something. All right, Scooby-Doo and Doc, let's build a shop that sells cookies. Actually, we need cookies. Maybe we should. Right, Ren, you. What are you doing, Ren?
That's Scooby.
Scooby, what are you doing?
Hello. Hi.
Right, your job is to go and get as many cookies from that flying cookie as possible, and we're going to sell the jangler his own cookies.
Okay. Okay. Good. That sounds great.
All right, and
We're
going to make the shop right here because this is the most central point in the shopping district, and it's going to get seen. Sound good?
Good plan. What do we need?
We're going to need some terracotta. I think probably we'll do it next to cherry, shall we?
All right. Let's go. Sherlock, I have to compliment you. This
Thank you.
is an ugly cookie.
It's a really ugly cookie.
I thought it was a Pokemon.
What?
Yeah.
It's clearly
eyes.
clearly a very ugly cookie.
It looks so sad. Look at it.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be ugly. We're kind of taking the mick out of the jangler, right? We're making a really bad cookie shop.
Oh, that's genius. That is
Right.
genius.
So this is the whole thing, right? We're gonna ridiculous amount of diamonds for cookies. We're gonna fill this chest with batches of 16 cookies, and we're going to sell them for $1 each, which is ludicrous. But because we've put an order in to buy all of the cookies at the shop, we're making free money.
Nice.
I love it. I love it. It's a genius idea. Also, I have a contribution to make to this particular project. I've spent the majority of the day working on it. This business is now owned by Puffy.
Puffy Cookie Inc. welcomes you. Is this the pufferfish that kills you?
Yes.
All right, so let me put this down. 1 diamond per 16 cookies.
We're gonna be rich. Also, you know,
Bargain.
a little bit of compensation for Ren's losses.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We got to get Ren's armor back.
And the thing is, guys, these are super rare cookies. This is a part of Hermitcraft history, okay? No cookies like this will ever exist ever again in Hermitcraft. I think it's a bargain.
And as soon as all the cookies are sold, we're just going to take this down, and then there's no refunds.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the old rule anyways. No refunds. That's the basic rule.
No refunds. All right, well, the last thing that we need to do is actually put the order in the jangler shop, and then job done, and then we wait for the jangler to fall for the trap.
Good plan, sir. Well, we've set the trap. I died. Thanks, Grian. Oh my. I was so lucky. I survived the first piston thing, and then it still dropped me for some reason. I think the piston was butt powered and it didn't update the first time, and the second time Grian triggered it actually. Yeah, made me drop down, and yeah, next episode for sure, and that is probably the last episode I will be able to record before I go on my vacation. It's time for some dirty deeds. So we gotta go ahead. There's a lot of stuff to do. Place 10 signs that say lol, change a painting somewhere, build a chair in someone's base, throw 16 eggs at someone's base, remove an ender chest from someone's base, stalk someone, lol, good one, randomly, shoot someone with an arrow. I know it was you in chat 3 times. Man. Add a painting to someone's base, place 10 letters in someone's base, and make a 7x7 smiley in a base. Yeah. So lots of jobs for us to fulfill with the dirty deeds, and I definitely want to get that done before I go to vacation. I'll be back 17th, so yeah, probably hit it off with a big live stream then when I return. And yeah, until then, I would say hang loose. There's gonna be some UHC footage as well, and yeah, I'm gonna spend 10 days surfing. Just called my good buddy Liam. He's ready. He said, I know you're a monster. I'm ready. The waves are good. It's like, dude, you know, I really low-key surf only anymore. You know, my legs don't really do the longboarding. That's my thing now, right? So anyways, hope you enjoyed this episode. I really went all out with this build, and today I wanted to let you in a bit on the process to make this, and this was pretty much the most simple setup, the last bit here with the beach. But bro, this was an insane amount of work, but you know, it's the Hermitcraft and it's the nether hub, so no slacking, right? Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Love you all. See you very soon. Bye, guys.